Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Bold and the beautiful spoilers show Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, is determined to be at Kelly Spencer's, Sophia Paris McKinley, father-daughter dance despite the risk to his health. But it could have a catastrophic outcome. Liam pushing to make Kelly's dream come true may expose his tragic secret. This could make this medical crisis even worse on B&B. So right now, Liam Spencer is still in the hospital, but he is pushing hard to be released. Dr. Grace Buckingham, Cassandra Creech, said the neuro team working the case is happy with Liam's progress. Of course, this is good news, but a brain bleed is still very serious. And there's still more test results that haven't come in yet. Grace and the other doctors want Liam to stay in the hospital and take it easy, but that is the last thing he wants to do. He knows Kelly is counting on him to take her to the daddy-daughter dance, but it's just not a good idea. Liam has sworn Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Miss Sinswood, and her husband Finn, Tanner Novlan, is Dr. Grace, and now Bridget Forrester, Ashley Jones, all to secrecy. We keep hearing that Liam wants to keep his brain injury hidden from everybody, including his other baby mama, Hope Logan, Annika Noel. But the secrecy is a bad idea. Sure, Liam may be able to keep this secret for a little while, but it's sure to blow up, and it may all come to a head at Kelly's dance this week on Bold and the Beautiful. B&B spoilers confirm that Liam refuses to let Kelly down. He's still planning to take her to the dance. Soon, he may ask Steffy for some help. Also, in this week's Bold and Beautiful spoilers, Liam's doctors specifically tell him going to the dance is a dangerous idea. They want to keep him around for more tests and treatment. Plus, Grace and Bridget get some results from his scans. And they tell Finn that Liam is actually in worse shape than they thought. What's going on with his brain injury is inoperable, and maybe more dire than it looks right now on the CBS soap. Of course, Steffy's worried for Liam's health and safety. But she also understands he doesn't want Kelly to miss out. And Steffy also doesn't want their daughter to miss out. So Liam Spencer just said this week, he wants to give Kelly a night she will never forget. And when he said that, I thought, oh no, is this going to be Liam giving Kelly a night to remember in a good way or in a tragic and very scary way? Given that Sweep starts late next week on Bold and the Beautiful, this could be really bad. Also, given how rough things are with Liam, we're going to see Steffy try this week to explain to Kelly. She warns her that her dad may not be able to be at the dance. But Steffy and Liam's daughter isn't going to understand why. Since Steffy's not allowed to tell Kelly the truth that her dad is really sick, her hands are tied. So we'll see how it goes once the increasingly bad news about Liam's health comes out this week, as we head into big drama for May on B&B. If his condition is indeed inoperable, like they said on the B&B promo, Liam may decide to live life on his terms. So Kelly may get her big night with Liam at the daddy-daughter dance. But then things may take a terrible turn on Bold and Beautiful. We could see Liam having fun with Kelly dancing, hanging out, but then it all may just be too much for Liam's injured brain. So it might go like it did at Bill Spencer's, Don Diamond, house, and Liam might get dizzy, blurry vision, and pass out cold. Can you imagine how scary it would be for Kelly if her dad keeled over? We could see Liam on the floor twitching, and the teachers calling 911 while his daughter is in tears. If he does crash at Kelly's school dance, then that means the big secret is going to be out. There's no way to keep it secret after a public collapse like that. And imagine how traumatic it would be for her to see her dad Liam collapse. Kelly would be terrified on Bold and the Beautiful. Obviously, something is going to happen to expose Liam's deadly brain disorder. It cannot and will not stay hidden for very much longer. And Kelly's dance would be the most traumatic place for the terrible truth to come out. So, the night of the dance could end with Liam rushed back to the ER. He may be hustled into emergency surgery or some other procedure. If the brain bleed returns, it could be fatal. Plus, we don't know the underlying condition, but it's reportedly inoperable according to both Grace and Bridget on B and B, so it seems likely Liam pushes himself too hard, and he is going to make things worse. It looks like Bold and the Beautiful is pushing this plot that Kelly and Beth are going to lose their father. They're turning this into a fatal storyline, and they're trying to convince us Liam is going to die. Once the truth is out, of course, everybody's going to be horrified. Bill and Hope and Kelly and Beth, among others, will suffer. They're all going to be worried they're going to lose Liam once and for all. Now, I have said before that B and B is trying to pull the same thing they did with Eric Forrester, John McCook, last year. They're pushing the narrative that starts soon that Liam has a deadly medical malady for which there is no cure. There's no surgery and no way to save his life. That being said, I don't think that Brad Bell is going to kill off Liam. Bell promised that this is the start of a big and a very different storyline for Scott Clifton's character. But just like how they said Eric was dying and there was no cure, then they suddenly found a cure on Bold and the Beautiful. So I imagine it's going to be the same thing with Liam's brain condition. Right now, Eric is fine, and he's living his best life. And I suspect something very similar happens with Liam. It'll likely come after the shocking reveal that he may be dying. I'm guessing the neuro team, maybe with help from Bridget, Finn, and Grace, cook up some sort of miracle cure. Maybe there's some experimental procedure, or they develop a brand new cutting-edge surgery. It could be just like how Finn and Bridget found a miracle cure for Eric. One way or another, Liam is going to get through this, and it may actually pave the way for a reunion between him and Hope. Either way, things are going to get worse for Liam's brain before they get better. And I expect that Kelly's school dance may be when things take a turn for the worse. Watch to see Liam seemingly at death's door soon. That will scare his daughter and everybody who cares about him. Look for that to start next week on Bold and the Beautiful.